Hello! I want to thank everyone who has joined us for GaryCon in person, online, and or in our hearts. My name is Marcus Mace, the assistant manager and producer over at Gen Con TV, where every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, we are the proud home of Actoroke. Now, what is Actoroke, you may ask? Actoroke is unlike any other TTRPG stream out there. Each episode of Actoroke unfolds over 3 events: an RPG session with live hand-drawn art that is then turned into a script, and a live recording session of the actors performing said script. And of course, what we're doing today, a movie night where we can see how it all came together. Now, usually this is done in a 3-week cycle, but thanks to the hard work of our cast, crew, players, Peter, and the great folks of Lake Geneva, we managed to pull it off in 1 weekend, and that's why we are calling this event Actoroke Slam. Now, you can catch Actoroke every Wednesday on Gen Con TV, and don't forget to subscribe to the home of GaryCon on Twitch, GaryCon Live. So, without further ado, welcome to Actoroke Slam Movie Night, The Black Cat and the Hessen. Enjoy.
Track down and kill Heinz, the Hessen. As he draws his last wretched breath, you tell him that it was I, Baron Vladimir Karkonen, who was the instrument of his doom.
Graver's Dig, Samaria's notorious barbaric frontier town. The muddy streets smell of feces and betrayal. Sounds of arguments, drunken brawls, and the admonishments of brave abolitionists decrying the greed, the corruption, the hedonism, and the loss of family values in this lawless, God's forsaken port of call. Ships, laden heavy with cargo, both coming and going, keep the port shipping district perpetually energized with activity. 3 gravers exit a merchant vessel and immediately vanish into the seething throng of hunters, trappers, and grave robbers. We catch up with the new arrivals, moving fast down Main Street. The 3 loiter momentarily in front of a Ma'at pyramid, a once celebrated temple of Set turned ruthless graver bar. Armando, a professional actor, musician, and funny man from Andalus, sucks in a powerful lungful of exotic pollution.
Ah, yes, the sweet aroma of Graver's Dig. So good to be back.
Sir Foley Harberton, professionally known as the Black Cat, is an Amiens swashbuckling fencer, judging by his flamboyant attire and the rapier at his side.
It looks like my kind of town.
Maeve, a Dorian lady in a graceful long frock, moves proudly. At a glance, she seems oddly out of place in this cutthroat town, but behind her, an unnatural cold shadow follows.
Point me to an alley that doesn't reek of your cologne.
Why, Maeve? Nothing hurts quite like the truth, especially from a friend.
The Hessen, remember, we have a job.
This is my town. We'll find him.
And if we can't kill him,
The Baron's instructions were quite clear. Beaten severely and la mort.
professional advice to anyone working in Hesse. Avoid dangerous liaisons with ladies of the crown.
C'est vrai, especially if their husbands run a criminal cartel.
Music carries from the pyramid bar, catching Armando's ear. He rubs his hands together greedily.
Let's kill this El Cabron. and then get to the cantina, huh?
A sharp scream rings out, causing heads to turn.
Tunnel terrors!
Armando, the cat, and Maeve, heads on swivels, follow the screams.
They're coming from the shopping district!
Down angle upon the shopping district, a colonial mass of arachnids swarm vendor shops and tents, threatening to overwhelm everything. Sounds of weapons and armed combat increase by the second. A pair of young Chan monks sprint past, fast.
What are the points on tunnel terrors this week?
Oh, is this normal?
Cheat. Only lack of normal is normal in Graver's Dig.
Gravers pour out of the pyramid bar, eager to get into the action.
Good Lord, this is my kind of town.
The cat yanks his rapier and stabs an approaching spider. The entire town is beset upon by eight-legged friends. Tunnel terrors by the hundreds burrow up through the ground, attack, spinning webs, and feed as if some horror from below has pronounced judgment on this city of wickedness. Nearby, 3 tunnel terrors burst up through the ground. Our heroes jump into the fray.
Oh, thank Eastar. They're only the baby variety.
Babies!
More like juveniles. Juveniles these days, always terrorizing.
Sir Harberton kills a spider spinning a web around a young lass. He helps her free of the webbing.
Enchanté, mademoiselle.
Before she can kiss him, he's off again, dancing while his rapier sings, killing any eight-legged thing within reach.
It's never going to stop raining after this performance.
Across the road, bloody spiders are bloody everywhere. It's a numbers game at this point. Maeve runs. Armando doesn't notice Maeve's dire predicament. He only has eyes for... The bard stands transfixed by the black cat's elegant dance of death.
What a guy!
Inspired by such grace and beauty, he inhales, ready to break out in glorious song, when suddenly a tunnel terror is the one doing the breaking out directly into Armando's face, dirt, webbing, and...
Oh my God! Hey, Harry! Oh, Harry Spider-Man! No! What's in my mouth?
Armando staggers back, head spinning. He coughs and sputters, fending off the advancing arachnid. Nearby, in ultra slow-mo, his friend, the black cat, laughs uproariously, bathing in the ecstasy of carnal death.
Why should he have all the fun?
Somewhere, somehow, in his deepest soul, Armando belts out an epic fortissimo coda.
The sombrero of Armando, it has power, you will see. Now you better get the hell out as my song makes you flee.
His baritone, thunderous voice Rachmaninoff's the spiders. Vroom! The vocal sound wave explodes, washing the market district. Tunnel terrors vibrate, squealing, legs twitching. Finally, their ugly, bulbous abdomens explode in yellow and green fountains. It's over! A little while later, the 3 friends reconvene.
That was a jolly good outing. I need a holiday here more often.
The black cat cleans green spider goo from his rapier.
I tell you one thing. I have been to a pocket universe. I have killed a dozen men. I have played Envigi with a demon. I have even been to the Garnon Dream Festival. The moral of this story is I am fantastic.
Maybe if we're lucky, the damn spiders killed the Hessen, and we can immediately retire to the cantina, huh?
I wouldn't count on that.
Why do you say that?
Well, during the fight, I saw that rat bastard the Hessen disappear into that tent right there.
The black cat takes off running toward the tent.
The tent that says dogs?
That man has far too much energy.
Maeve and Armando follow. The black cat approaches a large round circus tent, faded and weather-beaten, with a ramshackle sign. Dogs. Pro tip. Whenever you play Dungeons & Dragons, ask your dungeon master if you can buy a dog. Best 25 gold pieces you'll ever spend. A large and imposing black as sin bull mastiff with red eyes is tied securely outside the flap with hulking iron chains. A sign hangs from his neck, "Beware of unruly." Eats everything, including customers. The Hessian emerges from the tent flap and spots trouble in the form of a rapier-wielding Sir Foley Harberton.
Defend yourself, Putin, from me.
From you? Me? Who are...
Vladimir Kahonen sends his regards.
Scheiße.
The Hessian quickly withdraws back inside. The duelist pushes past Unruly and through the flap. Inside, he discovers chaos incarnate in action. He coughs through bleary eyes caused by an overwhelming, pungent smell of gar fish. That every dog cage is open. War dogs, hunting dogs of every species and size, ravenous and rabid, are coming out, pissed off and ready for war. In the midst of the canine chaos stands Master, the proprietor of this shop, an 18-double-aught ogre.
Heal! Heal, goddammit! Heal!
The dogs aren't listening. It's unclear if the dogs ever listen, but if they did, they aren't now. Maeve and Armando enter the tent and choke on the fume.
Where is the Essen?
The ogre spins angrily at the newcomers.
If you hurt my dogs, I hurt you.
Okay, is this normal?
I don't give a shit about your damned dogs. Where is the Essen?
I don't know any Hessen.
His name is Heinz.
Master thinks hard for a beat. Thinking be hard, especially difficult over all the loud yapping.
You mean the fish prankster? He fled out the back.
The starving, rabid dogs see lunch in the form of Armando, Maeve, the black cat, and surprisingly, even Master. And they attack.
What are you doing, you dumb mutts?
The ogre grabs a dinosaur bone.
Surly, here, boy. Fetch.
The closest dog, Surly, ignores the bone and jumps for Master's throat. The ogre lands a crushing blow to the side of the war dog.
So sorry, Surly.
A bull mastiff with a lopsided, snarled snout launches and clamps down on Master's forearm. For a few seconds, Master dances a waltz with the beast.
What the hell has gotten into you?
Then flings him, bang, across the tent. Over yonder, where the dog went flying, the black cat manages a dexterous canine dodge.
Attention, flying dog.
What the hell is going on?
This stupid ogre produces even stupider dogs. It's a problem with the breed.
The ogre or the dogs?
There's no such thing as a problem breed. Only problem owners.
What about the one with the red eyes?
I mean, even hellhounds have their place.
The dogs sniff out a scaredy cat and come at Sir Foley Harberton en masse.
Who is a good doggy?
Who thinks dogs will listen to a cat? Raise your hand. That's right. No. Soon, Sir Black Cat is running around the tent as if his ass were on fire.
Calls him off! Calls him off!
Armando has his own dog issues and yanks the singing sword.
Sing me a happy dog song.
The sword breaks out in a saucy canine ditty.
Ruff, ruff, ruff. Holy frijoles, Black Cat! If that isn't the most impressive dual harmony!
Maeve tries telekinesis to bring down the tent and, no joy, a vicious, dire chihuahua has her heel in his little needle teeth, interrupting her concentration.
I'm in need of a doggone spell. Anyone, come on.
A state of utter chaos means some kind of mischief god or vile entity ninja-ing an undercover fish fart in the tent for which there's no escape. And nothing is functioning properly. Not Master's rule bones, or Armando's singing sword, or Maeve calling upon the mystical powers of the universe. Not even a comely silver-tongued rogue. The dogs just keep coming. Everyone, including Master, tries to defend themselves while trying not to maim the dogs, but the effort becomes increasingly tenuous. The fish fart has the dogs rabid and out of control. Soon, our heroes, including Master, circle the wagons against the dogs.
My energy spent at last, and my armor is destroyed. I have used up all my weapons, and I'm helpless and bereaved. Wounds are all I'm made of. Did I hear you say that this is victory?
It can't be a coincidence, can it? First the spider swarm, and now the dogs are all going crazy.
Living with Brigthwina is never dull. Never dull.
Suddenly, the dogs stop. Energy spent at last. They sit, some lie down, a couple fall asleep.
Well, if that isn't a telltale sign of an enchantment wearing thin, then I don't know what is.
This has got to be the work of the Essen.
You find that fish-farting scoundrel, you boil his teeth, you invert his rib cage, harvest his toes, and shish kebab his buttocks.
That's, creatively specific.
And take Unruly with you. Nothing can escape his nose. Trust me, he's the best hunter in town. In all of Samaria, even Chaldea.
A few minutes later, Unruly is on the hunt, nose down, moving fast. The hound parts the masses, people leaping out of the way as he barrels through like a tornado. The black cat, Maeve, and Armando run to keep up.
Now we are cooking with magic.
It's nice having Unruly on our side.
On the northern tip of Graver's Dig, they fly past the Dwarven Casino, through the security gates and into the private sector. They are suddenly whisked away to wealth and privilege. Marn Max Keep is the oldest structure in Graver's Dig, hewn from old world stone, laudably by the dwarves. Today, it serves as a posh inn for visitors with title and means. Unruly bounds past the doorman into the lobby. Wealthy business folk and socialites stare in disbelief at the red-eyed monster.
Sorry, we're through the business.
Maeve gives her colleagues a sheepish frown before mounting the stairs, trying to keep up with the eager hunter, which leads them to their very own suite. Unruly crashes through the door, catching the Hessen red-handed. Maeve comes in first, followed by the cat and then Armando. In ultra-slow motion, the Hessen spins and turns over an ornate hourglass. But before that happens, with cat-like reflexes, Sir Foley Harberton slides in.
No. We cannot have you doing that, monsieur.
His slide carries him past the Hessen, nabbing the hourglass.
Gott in Himmel!
Because of your nefarious, philandering ways, the Baron Karhonen has hired me, us. You have soiled his wife's reputation and good name. He is not at all pleased.
There has been a misunderstanding then.
My name is Le Chat Noir. You have displeased the Baron? Prepare to die.
What do you want? I can give you anything. Money, power, me.
Oh, must we kill him? He's much too pretty, huh?
Is, perhaps a pretty boy has a pretty purse.
We're supposed to start with the beating and then the death. Remember?
If you were to, say, pay us just a bit more, maybe we could forego the beating and the killing.
That is ridiculous.
You would, of course, have to disappear and never show that pretty face anywhere in Hesse ever again.
That despicable Baron. If you had spent any time in Hesse, you would know that the Karhonens are masters of treachery. They cannot be trusted.
This is not helping your case.
You are a rare beauty, my good man. And I would hate to see such chiseled cheekbones and luscious skin turn into the undead. Nothing stays dead in this town. Your love-making skills are renowned. The world needs more love, right?
The black cat and Maeve nod in agreement, having no idea where this is going.
Well, I am rather short on cash. May I perhaps interest you in My body? Or these fabulous magical items? My parlay hourglass or my getaway gar?
He pulls, like a rabbit out of his hat, a 2-foot-long gar fish out of his pocket, quite alive and flapping about.
Is that a fish in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me?
Yes. Well, if placed in the wrong place, it can give off the wrong impression. Or the right one, depending on your mood. You did witness its power in the dog tent, yeah?
Oh, or we could kill you and just take both.
Now, Maeve, we are honorable cutthroats after all.
But I just want. I could just kill.
Make a choice and please leave.
Maeve studies first the hourglass, then the gar.
So, what exactly do they do?
The hourglass forces parlay for as long as there is sand. But the getaway gar, which I believe is Cthulian, causes grand chaos on a colossal scale.
So this gar goes into a bar, and the barkeeper says, "Why the long face?"